It formed for the Pride in 2022. Was the first deployment they did, and that was the official first time dialogue was used for Columbus Police. So I started it was the early spring of 2023. So a little over, 3 years now. So the training back then was we sent some of our command staff as well as a couple sergeants over to the UK to shadow a few different countries and departments on how they policed crowds at soccer games, political activity, and one thing that they noticed was the dialogue model that piqued their interest. So they did some studying with a professor over there, Clifford Stott. They applied his studies in the dialogue policing and brought it back and implemented it. We're now up to a 40-hour class that we teach twice a year, once in the spring, once in the fall, and we've taught over 20 states. We've taught some agencies in Canada, but we're up to about 52 departments and over 300 total individuals trained in just the Columbus style model of dialogue.
They don't want this shit. It's a damn shame. It's fucked up. So once again,
and I was a part of a lot of the civil unrest and a lot of the protests in 2020, and it wasn't fun, and we definitely needed to do something different. So it just piqued my interest, and then going out and just really looking at the dynamics of the crowd, seeing the individual identities, just really seeing how they kind of united for a cause, but there were still individuals within the crowd. We had a commander at one point say, like, what are you doing? What are you willing to do to avoid another 2020 just, craziness? And he's like, I'm willing to do the hokey pokey in the middle of Broad and High. What are you willing to do? And it was just one of those where I'm like, I'd like to be a leader one day as a supervisor, and what would I be willing to do? Not have my friends and the next line of officers have to go and deal with that. And I really thought this was the way forward and just wanted to get involved with it.
Families, community, kids, just people out in the community that we're serving. And when I first joined, that was my main goal, was to kind of work in the community somehow. And this was just a great way to do it.
For me, the most important, I think, events are not so much your big twice a year No Kings big style events at the State House, but it's a lot of the smaller events. Those are where we can actually either connect or attempt to connect with local organizers, local groups with those style events. So when we get to the larger events, it's just not a big awkward first date with 3,000 people.